For sale at Boyd's Brass is possibly one of the rarest horns I've ever seen in my life. This is one of the 12, according to Alexander, only 12 are made, original Alexander Heldenhorns. This is the horn designed by Milan Jancic back in the 70s, and this is the 12th one made, so extremely rare horn. Extremely valuable horn, and also an extremely good playing horn. This is a totally professional, high-end horn that would really compete with anything made today, and sound the same quality, played the same quality. It's like a Patterson or a Rauch or Lewis or any of those brands. This horn would run up right along with them. Very, very well-made horn. Extremely rare, fantastic playing. There's not a bad note on this horn. Really love how this horn plays. This particular instrument is in good shape, especially for its age. Of course, it's made in the 70s. It has definitely had repair work done, you should know about. So there's a little bit of evidence of very well done dent repair here throughout the horn. Of course, this would be expected. A horn well loved and played would probably have some dings and dents on it, right? Because it's been well loved. But definitely has also been well cared for. I do believe there's a ding around here somewhere. Yeah, right here, there's a little dent. But overall, this is in great shape. This one's had this added. This ring was added, definitely aftermarket. It's got a different design on it, actually, than does, this one or this one. These rings are more stock looking. This one's got a little bit different design, so I'm pretty sure that's been replaced. The silver highlights in this horn, so you've got the slide opening ends, slide casing ends here, the silver valve caps, silver valves, silver bracing. That really adds a nice touch, but the rest of the horn is brass, even the inner slides here. Really nice. This horn has a serial number here, probably aftermarket, but it is 32760. Okay, in case you want to know that. And the valves have actually been recently rebuilt by Chuck Ward. So a very famous valve rebuilder up in Ohio. He rebuilt this one. Here's the back side of the horn. Okay, as you can see, it's in great shape. The valves are very quick, fast, quiet. I've gone through and aligned them. The horn's been cleaned professionally here in my shop. Completely serviced, play tested. It is in great shape, ready to play. Another special feature of this horn is that it has a Dan Rauch lead pipe. You may know that Rauch makes some of the most valuable horns. He does not make horns anymore, but the horns, when they pop up for sale, you're looking at $20,000 for one of his horns. This is one of his lead pipes. It's an R1. Very nice addition to this horn. Of course, it's got this nice water key, which works perfectly. Okay, here's the logo. Gebrand Alexander Mainz. Okay, made in West Germany, model Helden. Okay, again, it's an extremely rare horn. The cut bell works perfectly. Do think it's probably aftermarket, that's my guess. The bell is a double seamed, hand hammered bell. So you've got a seam here, you've got a seam here, okay, and very nice bell. One other note is that you can tell what number of horn in production it is by the number on the finger paddles, and this is number 12. And if Alexander is correct in what they say, they only made 12 of these horns, so this is the very last of the original Heldenhorns made. So extremely rare, very collectible, yet extremely professionally playable horn. What an amazing find. If you're interested, check it out at boydsbrass.com. I mentioned the Dan Rauch lead pipe that's on this horn, but it actually does come with the original lead pipe. So if you're a collector or whatever, it does come with this. A little dent somewhere in it. Where'd it go? There's a little dent in it right there. Okay. But the original lead pipe is included with the horn, and it's in great shape. This horn comes in this very nice ProTech case. Okay, so just like that. It's used case, but it's in great shape. The horn straps in like this. The bell goes in this little sheath area and sits right here perfectly. And it closes up, fits very snugly, very nicely into this case. The case also comes with this nice little mute pouch, I guess it is. You can unzip it and put your stopping mute in there or something like that. So that's pretty handy, actually. I like that a lot. It also comes with an absolutely ginormous pocket for music or whatever. And some smaller pockets here for pencils or whatever you might need on the gig. So like this case a lot, especially if you're playing play this horn. This is a great case for it to come in. Fits the horn well, definitely going to protect it well, protect this treasure of a horn. So this horn comes with this case. In my video that I made on this horn, this more informational video, I played a bunch of Heldenleben, of course, for the Heldenhorn. But I thought it might be nice for this video to play some more soloistic literature, some Mozart, some Villanelle, and I also thought I would do an excerpt from the Improvisations on Christmas Carols by Brian Kelly. That I'm actually playing this with an orchestra a couple days here, so I thought I would pull an excerpt from that since it's the Christmas season. On this Heldenhorn, so you can hear how it sounds. I'll also play all the registers of the horn. Fantastic horn, by the way. It just nothing wrong at all with this horn. What a professional horn. It's tremendous, and it's got a great sound. So very versatile horn, definitely an orchestral horn, but also an orchestral soloistic horn. You should know the valves actually have a pretty, what I would call a heavy action. So for instance, I have an Engelbert Schmid, that's my normal everyday horn, and it's got a very, very fast light action. This has larger rotors, so it's a more heavy action. That said, it's not slow, it's very fast and light, but it is a feel that I would have to get used to, kind of like I've gotten used to the Schmid, which has very fast rotors. So it might only feel heavy to me because I play Schmid. But anyways, here's a little bit of Mozart, and then a little bit of Villanelle, then this excerpt from the Improvisations on the Christmas Carol, on Christmas Carols. And then I'll just play all the rest of the horn, just so you can hear all the way up and down. Potential buyers for this horn, I would consider collectors to definitely be in the running for this. If you collect horns and are building a horn collection, this would definitely be one you'd want to have because, well, there's only 11 others, according to Alexander at least. If you're a pro player, this totally would be something that you could buy. It's in that category. It is a professional level instrument. As you can see here, it sounds amazing. It does really well on all types of literature. It's got a very powerful sound, but also pretty easy to play light. If you're interested, swing over to boydsbrass.com or click the link in the description to see this horn there. And feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Always enjoy talking about horns with people. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Definitely the coolest horn I've ever had. So thanks for watching. Have a good day and happy horning.